So again, pain can be temporary if you decide to stop growing. Pain can be temporary if you don't choose to grow. Pain can be temporary if you put the weights down too soon. If you choose to, I'm good. Pain can be temporary if you ignore what comes with growth. Pain can be temporary if you see how hard it is to work on a project or work on your project of life in terms of growing. Pain can be temporary if you decide to ignore it or be complacent or be content and say, I ain't tripping off of growing. The buck stops here. Pain can be temporary. Oh, but my friend, if you want to keep growing, pain is not temporary. I know oftentimes many of us, I'm sure the majority of you guys watching this video have heard the term pain is temporary. Pain is temporary. If you go to the gym, I'm sure you've heard or you will eventually hear people say, pain is only weakness leaving the body. Pain is temporary. As you can see by the title of today's video, me personally, as I've grown throughout life, I don't always adhere to every single terminology that is thrown out there. Now, mind you, side note, I'm kind of somewhat distracted because they're doing some work in the hallway. And the moment that I decide to do a video, they're doing things in the hallway. But you know what? The show must go on. I got to get this video out. I got to push this content out anyway. So I'm going to try my best to do this without allowing the drilling and the distractions in the hallway to get the best of me. But yeah, y'all, you hear the term pain is temporary. Pain is nothing but weakness leaving the body. Personally, I beg to differ. Now, mind you, there could be some truth to that. And where I can agree with pain being temporary is if you're a person who's not in the pursuit of growing. If you're not really trying to evolve in life, if you're not trying to be a high value man, if you're not trying to pursue new levels in life, if you're not trying to elevate and grow, then perhaps at some point pain could be temporary. Pain could be ignored. Pain could be swept under the rug. Pain could be being comfortable and content with your current situation, your current status. Because, in fact, the reality is, in order to continue to keep elevating, there's a thing called stages. Every new stage requires a different version of you, demands a different version of you in order to keep growing. Just like video games. If you play video games that have stages involved, if you think about it, each stage gets harder. Each stage gets tougher. Each stage challenges you. If you think about it, each stage, every single time you pass a stage, when it comes to that video game, every single stage gets harder. Every single stage never lets up. Every single stage invites more work that you have to put out, more output from you, more thinking. It gets tougher. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you go to the gym, you feel me? You'll hear people say, just keep lifting. Just keep lifting. You know, it'll get easier. But the reality is, if you really, really wrap your mind around it, like me personally, I've been training for a while, some years now. So I've heard that terminology. It'll go away. Pain, it'll get easier. But in reality, the pain that I felt from day one, from lifting those weights, I've been lifting for some years now. And guess what? I'm still feeling the pain. When I get up under those weights, especially the heavy weights, it still hurts. It still hurts. Just like it hurt day one in the gym. I've been investing, training in the gym for some years, and guess what? Guess what? The pain does not subside. The pain still hurts. When you get up under those weights, especially the heavy weights, and as you continue to rep it out, guess what? Pain is not temporary, bro. The pain is always going to be there at every stage of growth. That's the reason why I said in the beginning of this, I said it depends on where you at in your life and what's important to you. It depends on if you want to continue to evolve, elevate, become a stronger version, durable version of yourself as a man. If you want to be a part of that 1% community as a man, you feel what I'm saying? If you want to test yourself, if you really want to know what your character is like, if you want to know how to forge your character into becoming a sharper, stronger, more durable person who stand on morals, principles, and values, then the reality is you're going to have to recognize that pain is not temporary, because pain is going to come with that walk. Pain is going to come with that journey at every phase. Pain is going to come with growth, period. at every stage, every phase. You can't duck it. You can't get away from it. But what you can do, my friend, what you can do, and in order to truly shape yourself into the next version of yourself, the better version of yourself, is what you do with that pain. See, pain is not something that has to lock you down or hold you down or bully you or keep you suppressed. You feel what I'm saying? Pain don't have to be that if you don't let it. You can actually use the pain to your advantage, in your favor. You can use the pain and accept it in a way to say, how can I use this as an opportunity to grow? What is this pain trying to teach me? How can I make this work to my advantage? Although it hurts, although the pain hurts, how can I pimp the pain to a degree? How can I pimp the pain to a degree? How can I take this pain and make it work to my advantage? How can I use this pain and allow it to grow me and groom me instead of doing the complete opposite, keeping me down and suppressed? It's all about how you take that pain, bro. It's all about how you look at it. It's all about your outlook in life. It's all about how you look at that pain. Because the reality is you can't run away from it, especially, like I said, especially if you're trying to grow in life. You cannot run away from the reality that pain comes with growth. And I know a lot of people may disagree with me, and it's cool. That's what makes us who we are. Everybody's experiences, everybody's road travel up to where we are today is different. So there's reasons for why I personally see it the way that I see it, and I'm sure it's a lot of people who could relate to my point of view, who may not have gone through enough circumstances in life to understand how pain can actually be used and utilized in your favor if you look at it from a different lens, from a different perspective. If you look at it from a different circumstance, if you look at it from a way of how you can actually pimp pain to work in your favor, how you can pimp pain to work in your favor, or know how to operate within that pain to continue to evolve. Pain is not temporary, my brother. Don't let them fool you. Don't let anybody put a veil over your eyes and tell you the complete opposite of what you may actually experience. And so perhaps some people experiences is different. You know, everybody's experiences and journey is different. All I'm saying is that at every time you want to grow, every time you want to elevate, you got to understand new levels, new devils. And every new level that you enter, do you really think that the devil is going to offer you milk and cookies? What do you think? You think he's going to come with a bouquet of flowers? Nah, he's going to do everything within his power to knock you off your pivot. And my friend, it's going to look like pain. It's going to come with the experience of painful experiences. It's going to come with that, bro. He's going to throw that at you. But also know that God is on the other side. Also know that if you're a believer, God has your back. Also know that God is going to show you how to take that pain and use it to operate within your favor. He's going to show you how to use that pain as your advantage. He's going to show you how to use that pain as a weapon to make you durable and strong, to continue to keep growing into the purpose-driven man that you're supposed to be. So the reality is, every single time you step into the weight room of life, the pain does not subside. You get stronger. That's what actually happens. Pain is not temporary. You only get stronger when you know how to use the pain to your advantage. You only get stronger when you allow God to teach you and show you and groom you and show you how to actually use that pain to execute it in your favor. You only get stronger. Pain is not temporary. Pain does not go away. Pain is something that is there at every stage of growth. At every stage of growth. Every single time you want to get to that next level, you have to face some level of pain. If you have kids, when your kids hurt, do you not feel pain? When you have people in your life who may pass away, you know what I'm saying? Do you not feel pain? When you go to the gym, like I said, do you not feel pain? Do you feel like day one in the gym is pretty much the only time you're going to feel pain, or the first month, that's when you're only going to feel pain? My friend, year 2 into training, you're going to feel pain, but you're going to be stronger. Year 5 in the gym, you're going to feel pain. You're just going to be more durable. You're going to know how to deal with that pain. You're going to know how to convert that pain in your favor and convert that pain into growth, new growth, gains. So again, pain can be temporary if you decide to stop growing. Pain can be temporary if you don't choose to grow. Pain can be temporary if you put the weights down too soon. If you choose to, I'm good. Pain can be temporary if you ignore what comes with growth. Pain can be temporary if you see how hard it is to work on a project or work on your project of life in terms of growing. Pain can be temporary if you decide to ignore it, or be complacent, or be content and say, I ain't tripping off of growing. The buck stops here. Pain can be temporary. Oh, but my friend, if you want to keep growing, pain is not temporary. Let me say that again. If you want to keep growing, if you want to keep evolving, if you want to keep persevering, if you want to see yourself at that mountaintop of success, if you want your character to be fully developed and you want to thrive as a human being, as a man, if you want to be a part of that 1%, if you want to be a high value man, pain is not temporary. It's not. Pain comes with every level, my friend. It comes with every level of growth. Whether you believe it, whether you see it, whether you choose to ignore it or not, you won't get to next levels if you don't recognize that pain comes with it. You won't get to those new levels if you don't know how to deal with it and face that pain and convert that pain and use it in your favor and use God and recognize that God is on your side when it comes to believing that you have the strength to endure that pain, believing that you have the strength to deal with that pain, believing that that pain is not there to hold you back, but it's actually there as your weapon to push you forward, to move you forward, to push you higher, to push you closer to your purpose, your life purpose. But as a man, I can't speak for a woman, but I can speak for a man. Pain comes with every territory of growth. Let me say that again. Pain comes with every territory of growth. That's simple, bro. It's real. It's the fact of life. It's the hard truth. Pain comes with every territory of growth. But it's about how you deal with it. It's about how you manage it. It's about your outlook. It's about what you do with that pain. You can use it in your favor if you believe. You can use it in your favor if you understand how to deal with that pain. You can use it in your favor if you allow God. You can use it in your favor if you want to grow. You can use it in your favor if you just keep walking, keep going through that pain, keep walking through the fire, and discover what that pain represents in your life and how to use it to grow you to new levels. Just saying. Anyway, if you guys appreciated this video, like the video, come through in the comments. I know it's a controversial one. At least I think so. I know a lot of people may disagree with me, but as a man, that's my belief. That's what I feel. And it's okay if we have different opinions. Come through in the comments. Let's keep it positive. And if you guys like videos like this, I encourage you guys to lock all the way in, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post bell notification. That way you guys won't miss a single video that we drop. Speaking of pain, the last few days I was not able to record. I missed a whole week of being able to work out. I was pretty much bedridden because I had a stomach virus. It's a whole week later. I'm starting to feel better finally. Today I said, let me go ahead and record. Right now I'm just pretty much giving you guys up to speed as to what's been going on in my world. But I woke up on Monday and I thought it was a regular routine. I'm not going to get too graphic, but I had to use the restroom, but then the pain kept intensifying. Ironic that we talking about pain, but it kept intensifying. And next thing you know, I was pretty much out for a week. So I have not been able to record. I have not been able to do nothing but go to the bathroom. I have not been able to really eat food. Today was my first day of really eating solid food and being all right. So I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely strong enough to get back to the swing of things. And of course, get back to working out, man. I missed a whole week of working out, but fortunately, it don't take much to get back to it. So it just feels good to be back here on YouTube, back doing this, back doing what it is that I do. And my first workout will actually be after today's video. I may record another video, but after I finish recording videos, I'm gonna actually get a workout in. Nothing crazy, just touch some weight, something light to get back acclimated to getting back into my routine. And about a week later, I should be back going strong like I usually do. But anyway, guys, as always, do what brings life to you. Please don't let those words go over your head. Do what brings life to you. And it's a great chance that you'll bring life to whatever it is that you do. You already know, rain, sleet, or snow, the goal is to #grow. Peace and blessings. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. One love. String.